Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard eminent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is the Prunus J-136. This is an AM/FM shortwave portable radio. You can find this retailing on Amazon for $19.99. This had a 20% off coupon at the time I bought this, bringing the price down to $16. Not bad for a $16 radio when it looks like a 5-core. Now, a 5-core brand radios, they are made very cheap. This one's not. So let's take a look at this. J-136, Prunus. Yeah, the 5-core, the only cool thing about it was it's an analog radio with a Sony chip in it, but that's about it. Everything else is pretty junky on that radio, and I'm not a fan. I think I used it once for the review, and that was it. But this radio, I could see myself using all the time. It's that good. So here we are, empty box. Let's show you what came in it. So we get the star of the show. Small but mighty. This is cool. See, it looks like a 5-core with this like little square things going on here, this treatment. But otherwise, this cabinet's like super strong and durable. It may sound like it's cheap, but it's not. This thing's built like a tank. Definitely not like the 5-core. 5-core, I'd like cut myself trying to move it around. So many sharp edges, really cheap moldings. You can see like porosity in the plastics. This nastiness overall. But this here, not so bad. I really like it. It has its quirks though. We'll get to that. Dimensions, let's go over them. 6.5 inches in length. We have 4 5/8 of an inch in height with the handle down. And when the handle's fully extended here, we're at 6 1/4 inches. And then from front to back depth, we have 3 inches. So quite a chunky radio. When you put it down, it stays. I love it. Let's do a quick size comparison on this thing. We'll be tuning this radio through most of the bands tonight, so that'll be cool. So stay tuned for that. But we got CC Pocket in the house. Give you an idea. This thing is thick as a big brick. But there you go. There's the CC Pocket. Current time is 11:40 p.m. Central Daylight Time in Chicago, Illinois. So we might pick up some evening shortwave broadcasts. The usual, religious ones. Typically, Cuba might pick up some music, but doubtful. Mainly talk and that. So here's Skywave, CC Skywave. Give you an idea for size. There you go. Of course, we don't have those things. We have a deck of cards here. Standard playing size. Iron Man. He is the man with the master plan. He loves his peaches from Prunus land. He's Iron Man. He loves his peaches, man. You know it. Cool. All right, I'm going to zoom this probably on down. In the box, you get, I always like singing that song. It's funny. It's like YouTube's algorithm picks up on that. I don't know if you guys noticed. All right, so I'm going to lower that down. In the box, you get, of course, the radio, and you get this AC cord. Nice. So it can run on batteries or off the outlet, which is fantastic. We get the little manual, of course. Little mini one. I think this is pretty basic. We'll just flip through it really fast for posterity, right? Boom. AC on the side, which I do like. I thought I liked it on the back, but most applications on the side is good. There's some specifications there. Now, if you look, it says the AM band is 530 to 1600. Disregard that. This one, I think, is set for universal, so it goes all the way up to 1700 or 1710. I picked up 1690 the other day when I was tuning it, so it'll go that high. Shortwave band, you can see it starts at 5.9. It's segmented, 2 bands. They split it in half, and then the other half goes 9.5 to 18. So, yeah, it's kind of a daytime band radio, but you can pick up some in the evening on the shortwave 1 band. Current consumption, power, there you go. AC input, takes 2 D-cell batteries, which I'll show you. There's the compartment. There's no fancy rechargeables in this one, which most will find refreshing. D-cell batteries last a long time, especially when you have a device that draws low power like this one. After sale service, got some QR codes there. US, Canada, UK, and there you go. Email. All right, done with that. Let's get to the radio. So, features of the J-136. Let's go over them. So as I was showing you, the plastics aren't too bad. They're kind of a semi-gloss. It's kind of cool. And they're actually put together really nice. Like the 5-core model, not so nice. This one, better. AC input on the side here. Had good luck with that. It's a nice thing to have. Plug it in, done. Don't need any batteries, out of the box. Fantastic if you want it around the house or shop radio. This is a good radio for that. On the front here, we have our dial. You can see this is Prunus 1 through 6. And if you look at the dial, it's reversed. That's one of the quirks. One of its fun little quirks. FM band on the top. We got shortwave 1, shortwave 2, and then we got AM. And as you can see, it goes from right to left tuning, reverse tuning. Now, I've done that before. There's some other radios that do that. 4 bands, it says, blah, 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 radio. Radio? What? It has to tell us. Speaker. I think it's about 3-inch speaker there. Tuning on the front. Now, people will like that. It's got a little thumb spot or finger nub. You'll never use that. It's like for a baby finger. What? My pinky can't fit in there. But yeah, your tuning is pretty simple. You gotta turn it like reverse because it's going that way. Yeah, fun stuff. Of course, we got our on-off volume control. Nice. Right inside the radio, we have a mic in and auxiliary in. Now, the mic, I think, has to be a powered mic because I tried a passive mic, doesn't work. So you need something with a battery in it or something that's outputting some type of amped mic. Auxiliary in, same thing. Down here, we band select FM, AM, shortwave 1, shortwave 2. Let's make sure we're on FM. Okay, DC input. Now, this is nice. You have the AC input, but you also have a DC input. So if you have an adapter, you can plug in a 4.5 volt adapter. So not bad. And a power LED indicator when the radio is on. So I'll show you that now because you might see it later. There you go. Turns red. Top of the radio, we got that built-in handle, which is kind of flimsy. I mean, it's not something I feel comfortable carrying it with, but it's okay. It seems like the weakest link of the radio. Everything else seems like built like a brick house. Definitely. Our antenna, as you can see here, comes up and it swivels. Nice. It's got this black enamel treatment on it, which I like on that last segment. Kind of looks cool. And extends out to 21 inches, giving us some decent reception with whip only. And we'll go over that reception results in a little bit, and then we'll turn it on and have some fun. On the back here, again, that semi-gloss. It does pick up fingerprints, but no big. I don't know what that says there. Caution. Probably zap yourself if you open it up. There's their tag again. Again, disregard the AM. It goes all the way up to 1710. It's got a voltage selector there for 110 or 220. And then, of course, our battery compartment is 2D cells as such. Positive to the right because everything's backwards. There we go. All right, that might be actually the right way to do the batteries. Now I think about it. Okay, cool. So let's talk about FM reception, and we'll turn it on. FM reception report, always like to go over that. FM reception did pretty good. So I do a 5-tier method: fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. Most analog radios typically fair, okay to good. Those are the old school radios, which I don't see on my bench at the moment. Looking around. Yeah, I don't have one handy to show you guys, but you know what I'm talking about, like an old GE. I usually show it, monster. But the old school radios from like the 80s, they score about okay to good rating. This one scored a good to very good rating. So typically most of my radios find about 48 stations in my area. This one found 70 stations in my area. It was finding very distant stations, which was awesome. So sensitivity is a good to very good score. So almost a 3.5 star. And selectivity was good. Selectivity is kind of interesting because as you tune it with DSPs, especially this inexpensive one, it might jump ahead and give you that same station again, even though you already heard it once. It's like a ghosting thing, but you get used to it. You tune back, tune forward, and you'll find a new station. So that's how that works. A lot of people have these kind of DSPs know $16, you can't beat it. I mean, for the FM alone and the AC operation, boom, it's a value right there. I'm not going to knock it. And the AMs are fantastic. So, but we'll get to that when we start tuning it. So let's turn this thing on. Okay, we're going to do some Radio Todderbert now. Radio Todderbert is FM transmitter 2, 97.7 megahertz. It's transmitting on. It's got the little light going. And I got some royalty-free music on my Sony MP3 player. We're going to transmit to 97.7, so I'm going to tune to that. There we go. Now we're going to run through them, and then you get an idea what the speaker quality sounds like, just compared to my other videos to get an idea. So I'm going to move the transmitter off, but I'll leave the MP3 player here so you can see what's playing. So let's go ahead and turn this up.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Get pretty quiet. Nice. Okay, we'll turn that off. So yeah, we're in a subfloor basement. We're going to do an FM band scan here and some shortwave. We'll start with the FM since I'm on that. I'm going to hook up a little wire. This just helps. These are nice to have. You can pick them up on Amazon. If I remember, I'll have a link below to one. If not, yeah, Kato T1 is a really good one. And there's a Sangen ANT60. And I believe Texan or XH Data sells one as well. So they're all pretty good. They clip onto these whip antennas. You can pick up an expensive shortwave antenna that works on FM too. So I'm just trying to get this pulled out a little bit. Clip that on there. Now we're good for shortwave and FM. Nice. So we're going to start at the right side here, which is the bottom of the band. So opposite. It's crazy. Okay. Zoom it on down. And here we can hear on the FM band. Not sure what I'll pick up in my basement, but yeah, this wire goes to the inside of the window, but by the blinds. So it gives a little reception.
It's a big hall, and they set up tables, kind of like...
So in person, the speakers kind of a bright audio to it. So if you like a lot of bass, this isn't going to be a lot of bass. This is a lot of mid-range and a lot of highs. Probably sounds excellent in classical music if you're a classical fan. This is good for talk radio, shortwave. I noticed you'll hear that.
First of all, tomorrow,
but for like heavy metal, you're not going to be so happy. Some kick and rock and roll might be all right, you know, if it's higher toned.
Adam, your question right tomorrow. He's a religious demonologist, and this has come up before.
Bottom of the band's full of religious stations.
You when it kind of all came together. We had an and if it if it had have been an Olympic sport, it would have been an Olympic Games gold medal, which would have been amazing.
Oh, it's a heavy weight.
All came together. We had an exhibition event at the Atlanta.
These controls are pretty smooth, actually. This is has a little resistance, but not too much. So I like that. It doesn't have any backlash. So these are nice controls, by the way. This is 93.9. This accuracy is okay. Gives you a general idea where you're at.
Until then, hit me up via the hard drive radio or social media sphere.
Actually, that was 94.7, excuse me. This is 95.5.
Weekday, 13 chances to win $1,000. There's a winner each time, so why not? Let's make it you. Why wouldn't we do that? Do our best Monday morning after 8. I got to run. I'll talk to you tomorrow night. Totally 80 Saturday night is on the air at 7. 95.7 Big FM.
Nice. 95.7 Big FM. Cool. 11:54 p.m. Central Daylight Time again, near Chicago, Illinois, USA. Turn it the right way.
Tune better as T for 2. My name is Weston Williams. I'll be turning things over to Peter Van de Graaf in just a moment for Music Through the Night, but I'll be back next week at 7 o'clock for more programs just like the ones you've been hearing all day here on Classical WFMT Chicago.
They send clothes that work for me. Feel it in the whiskey. Always taking my way. Sometimes it's okay. It gives you options to help you personalize your coverage. So about my Jesus. One doorway that what you got to get what you want. I did my Center. Take a look at Ethereal's new wedding
around the world, right? She has been traveling all around.
Okay, cool. So at the end of the FM band, we're going to go ahead and turn it down. We're going to go all the way back down to shortwave 1. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, so FM's pretty decent. Now, shortwave during the day was average. With the antenna, I got about 8 to 10 stations. Typically, that's what I've been getting the last few months. Better months, of course, I get more. It depends on solar activity. But let's go ahead and move it up. We got AM, we got shortwave 1. Okay, so that's second to top. There's shortwave 2, shortwave 1. Okay, I think we're going to pick up shortwave 1. I don't know if we'll pick up anything on shortwave 2. So let's go ahead and turn this up. 5.95 megahertz. That's usually Christian radio going on.
Because the same God that poured out diverse
I thought this was 59. I don't know what the other one was.
Were really signs from the Lord. The same God who could do that, the same God who could deliver children of...
I got 6 megahertz. A little muffled. Out of Cuba? Is this out of Cuba?
Jueves 10:30 de la mañana y a las 11:30 de la noche. Y los sábados y domingos a la 1:30 de la tarde y a las 8:30 de la noche por las frecuencias de Radio Martí y a través de Radio Televisión Martí.
From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm John Kennedy. It was a historic day in Northwest BC as the Nisga'a Nation voting polls was taken without the community's consent.
Some weird tuning sounds, but once you get on station, you're fine. Just gotta find something towards the top. Single sideband. 40 meters.
Amado Gil, hoy José Luis no está con nosotros en el programa, tiene el día libre, pero bueno, así están aquí las noticias y está nuestro agradecimiento también a todos aquellos que nos sintonizan a través de redes sociales, léase Facebook, léase YouTube y por supuesto aquellos clientes de la radio, los que nos oyen en onda corta y en onda media, muchísimas gracias.
They killed this whole assembly with hunger. Then said the Lord unto Moses,
This is Brother Stairs' old station.
and the people shall go out and gather
That's his station, but his
that
broadcast.
they may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no.
He broadcasts on every station.
They shall prepare that.
Some of these faint signals are overseas. That might be BBC. Take it to the top of the band here. Something to be able to pick up. A little something here.
The children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud.
This is 9330 kilohertz.
I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying,
Out of Maine.
Shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread.
Cool. So yeah, let's just switch to shortwave 2, just see if we hear anything, and then we'll go to the AM band. So yeah, shortwave's cool. As you can hear, it sounded pretty good for this little radio, being that we're almost midnight.
Take ye every man for them which are in his hand. And the children of Israel did so, and gathered some
WV and Minute 48 on WWVH. This signal has been created to assist in ionospheric research and is a joint effort of the Ham Radio Citizen Science Investigation and NIST. The signal consists of various tones, chirps, and noise bursts. The signal will be broadcast several weeks.
WWV. 10 megahertz.
WWVH project, please visit www.hamspy.org/WWV.
Okay, you get the idea. That's cool. So let's go ahead and switch to the AM band, and then we'll give you some final thoughts on my likes and wants for this radio. Yeah. I mean, can't want a ton because it's $16. But yeah, AM performance during the day. I'm trying to remember. This was good for, great for locals. It was good for semi-locals, and DX was possible with a loop. So if you had a passive loop antenna, it would help. So let's go ahead and start at the bottom of the AM band. We'll go really quick. Give you an idea what the radio can do. Of course, you can turn it, tune it.
Companion to your local connected scan radio station. North News Radio with Kreitlow on Friday. It was Sam's first day flying solo because
it's 540.
Here's the secure IoT smart connected scanning from ID. To see a demo.
560 local Chicago WIND.
The number 4 IDT.com. That's ready. The number 4 IDT. Finally, something going the Cubs' way late.
630 CFCO Chatham, Ontario, about 300 miles to the northeast. Okay, this is 630. Yeah, because it gets louder in this direction. Yeah, it kind of skips a little bit with the DSP. Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Civil rights if they stayed. Now, this mass exodus follows the signing of a...
To our buddy Greg, he's been waiting the longest. He always brings positivity. I have a feeling it's not going to be about the Detroit Lions. It is going...
670 the score, I believe. Chicago.
Before. Greg, you're on with JR on CBS Sports Radio. What you doing, my friend, and what you got for us?
Hey, you guys. Mr. Positive. I got
77 yards in the game. Henry Jones drops back to throw. Good protection. His pass. The receiver fell down.
Profiting with the professional fitters of Bear.
That was 700, I think. The sports game was WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio. This is 720 WGN, Chicago.
See.com today to schedule your fit appointment.
So sounds good. Fantastic for AM.
As an adult, kids want to know you're listening to them, but they also want...
Music there, 740, Zoomer Radio, CFZM, Toronto, Ontario. 460 miles like that to the northeast. It sounds like a local station coming in.
Trailer first. Yeah, and since all the talk is about it is all garbage, we have come up on the show.
So it's going to latch to stronger stations a little bit and just get used to that. So this is 760 WGR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles to the east.
And Taylor Swift puts out her anti-NFL album.
It kills them, huh? Very solid, Barry. Well, thanks, Mr. Kotskin. Glad you appreciate talent. Well, what's the wake? Let's...
Some old-time radio on 780 WBBM, local in Chicago. 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. It's awesome. Every weeknight.
Is that right, Bernie? Well, you see, Mr. Kotskin. I figure maybe he don't. Well, what are you waiting for, Bernie? Why don't you go ahead and tell him that we don't want no part of him now or later? Go on, tell him.
Good evening, Chief.
Good evening, John. It's the troops. The United Auto Workers Union will expand strikes.
I was going to zoom up the band, just to give you an idea.
The United Auto Workers Union will expand strikes against...
Coup de vieille musique aussi. De vieille musique, okay.
Down Gothel's Bridge, you want to stay away and go over to the Outer Bridge, but beware the Outer Bridge has some construction, but right now the Gothel's is worse. The Verrazano was quiet. The Hollandstown was closed down until 8 o'clock in the morning. No delay.
Oh, this is nice.
The GWB is pretty quiet, even though the lower levels closed down until
New York City, New York.
Inbound upper level emergency.
750 miles coming in like a local 880. Nice. WCBS.
The Bronx River Parkway, well, you can't go any farther north, and it looks like that. And then Wakefield Avenue is shut down both ways coming out of Westchester down into the Bronx. You got the Hutch shut down both ways between the Cross County and the New England Thruway. Multiple closures on the Sawmill and also on the Springbrook Parkway in Westchester County this morning. No issues in Connecticut. The Meriden 95 moves along pretty nicely with no problems at all. On Long Island, we got a full shutdown. Well, actually, not a full shutdown. Say,
nice.
And in your mind, the necessity for gun control legislation.
In the last week alone, each one of them has made a mistake. A big.
They showed the one demonstration with the sprinklers, and we all saw how the fire rescue
Blue Book in the 1950s had briefed the CIA on
damaging spies in the history of the United States of America, and by
UFOs at close range, and said that they were discs that Navy Warrant Officer Robert C. Newhouse had made. I like the transparency. Deputy
What top of the band?
More than one official has suggested the search for UFO material in
7-6. ESPN Nation is presented by
This is 15:30.
football season without the delicious taste.
Definitely not super accurate there.
The one fans deserve. While MLB... The Sun pulled the Game 1 upset.
That might be 15:30 here.
Setting up that pivotal third game in Connecticut.
Why is it so?
Okay, I think the music was 1690. Yeah, I think it's out of Maryland. I know I don't got much time, but we'll go ahead and just turn this radio on. Frequency, go 1690. Double check. Yep. Beautiful, yeah. So yeah, it goes all the way up there. It goes past 1600, so it gets the full spectrum. So there it is, the Prunus. I was gonna say P136, J-136. Pretty awesome radio. Looks like a 5-core, but it's not. Thing's awesome. A little DSP radio for $16. Go grab one. Use links below. You guys rock. Likes. My final thoughts on it. I like the D-cell operation, AC plug-in, the DC input. Don't forget about that. The auxiliary input's handy. Front controls, love that, and the bright speaker tone. Wants, I want a tuning LED. That'd be nice. Headphone jack would be also cool. More shortwave coverage, and of course, the dial to be reversed. Normal dial from left to right, but that's just me. All right. If you like Prunus Radio, of course, subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future reviews. And 3, comment below what you think about the J-136. Is it a DSP radio for you, knowing that it's $16 and it hits AC operation right off the bat? Let me know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.